Hello everybody, welcome to Nago Tarot Odyssey and what you're meant to hear today. I'm so excited, you guys. This is the approach on the 14th of the gorgeous Sagittarius full moon. This is all about expansion. When we're talking about Jupiter, it's like what new big things can we enter into without any hesitation, doubt, fear, or lower vibration. This is all about if you want to break out of any rut or any routine that isn't serving you, it is the ideal time. So what I am doing, I'm writing everything. I am planning big plans, writing down, manifesting, because I am a creature of habit and I do like my comforts, but I do need to include certain things that will enhance my life, which is more physical activity. Utilizing my time a little smarter, where it's like I can get lost in IG and scrolling and pictures and the artistry of things without implementing them. I'm there for a reason, to learn things, so then I want to implement them. And that's all about this beautiful King of Cups. What's going to fulfill you and make you feel good? The Star card. What have you been wishing for and hoping for? So what I thought I was going to do to you guys, if you want to come over to my IG, I'm having a fantastic $25 full moon spread. I love doing these, especially when I feel like really rich, important insights are coming. Like, what successes am I going to enjoy during this lunar phase? Something I should set my attention towards, how to do that and be successful at it. I've trained myself over time. I know what works in terms of focus and follow through. And I know what's kind of like a little half-hearted effort. And the universe doesn't really respond to that. It's like, be decisive. What do you want? Just say it and that's it. And then act as if it's already here. And it's not, I hope for, I wish for. It is, I will do this. Be emphatic. The universe wants to bring us what we have clarified to them, right? What is going to lead us towards our life purpose? If we're looking for that ideal route, challenges we might face, how to see our way through, an effective way to raise our vibration, what has manifested since the last new moon, what truth is being illuminated, how can I release what's no longer serving me? Because again, being habitual, sometimes we get locked in, and nothing is more wonderful than this beautiful Sagittarius energy to push through any blocks and really get there. So I'm really excited about that. So come visit. And that's this moon card. This is saying, there are so many insights coming. What opportunities are getting ready to emerge for me? And how can you jump on those and, make good on them? Because oftentimes, here's what happens. We will have a desire and it'll kind of ruminate around our head and we'll go, yeah, I want that. But we won't clarify if we truly want it and why. But once we do that, then we get excited about it. Then we get curious about the possibilities and all of that, right? And then things don't seem so difficult or hidden because we've really clarified why we want something. As soon as a want comes up in my head, I really do go, why do I want that? I want to know why I want that. Is it something materialistic? Is it just something that's like shiny and new? Usually when it comes to decks, I have to be very kind of discerning. Otherwise, I could buy every tarot deck. I already have hundreds. And I'm actually starting to sell some of them because I have such an excess, and I decided, I don't want it to be that I have to dig through things and like I'm some crazy hoarder, because I have too much. And I also want to share and give people some like cool discounts on it, because there's so much wonderful artwork and insights out there. But I do feel like once I've used an oracle deck, maybe a half a dozen times, I get all the insights and I kind of wring the information from it, and I've documented in my head and I know what it is. So it's there. So like any resource or tool, it's meant to be shared. So I love that. So the moon is saying, okay, what opportunities getting ready to emerge, and how else are you projecting yourself out into the world? What is the truth of your relationship with your life and others? All those big, wonderful questions. Oh, and you guys, if you want some really amazing insights to this full moon, if you go over to Gregory Scott's monthly reading for this, he just really, he drives it home. He hits a bullseye across the board, and how, once we want to instigate change, if we just take that first step and we start to do it, you will see this amazing domino effect happen. And then you will trust in this, you'll see this proof loop of what's happening for you. And it's really amazing. So that's really the High Priestess is saying, look into your heart right now. You know that you have extreme value and worth. So how can you really protect yourself? Look at your interests and wants. Use your intuition to do this. Get rid of overthinking and logic. This is really that heart and intuition space, knowing that all the magic and all the answers are out there for you. And how can you set a course that's going to help you? You know, it's going to put you in flow state and bring calmness and show you the things you need, knowing that you don't have to live in the same place forever. You can build yourself up, become better. You can attract better things in your life and get into this gorgeous growth mindset, because that is this astounding full moon energy. And, you know, it's like using the present moment also to adopt this great growth mindset by saying, okay, what am I doing right now exactly? Look at what you're doing. You're listening to this video, right? And it's offering you insights into certain things and esoteric teachings and possibilities. So you're already in that orbit. You're already in that orbit of growth. So how do you utilize information that comes to you? Do you listen to it? Do you document stuff that you know will be helpful? I love going on Pinterest and like looking at everything. I mean, I just love everything. How to initiate change, manifesting, all of these things. And there will be certain keywords. Because one thing that I have a gift to do is I can take in a lot of information, I can condense it and then relay it in, layman's terms. So whether it is technical, whether it is esoteric teachings, whether it's medical, whatever, I can do that because certain keywords, I can just condense it and it makes sense to me. So I do that for myself. And then when I read it, I'm like, quick absorption of stuff that I need. And I can identify stuff, right? And what connects to me. First of all, it's like, how are we finding our happiness? We know that it's not up to other people to provide it. We have to recognize that we need to initiate those change, because we can be in what other people will quote unquote think is the best time. It could be at a party, but if we don't feel connected, it can make us feel worse, right? It can make us feel like an outside. So how do we feel better about any circumstances wherever we are? Looking for ways to connect, be curious about other people and realize that every conversation can be fun. Again, it starts with practicing gratitude 100%, right? Count your blessings and then more come into your life. It's as simple as that. And know that you are worthy and you are beautiful and that you're enough regardless, and you love yourself. It's a great feeling. Everybody, I'm serious, out there has this strange spotlight on themselves, the spotlight effect when they're out in public and they think everybody's looking, gauging, and judging them. It's simply not true. They are involved in their own kind of like secret mind games with themselves. So they're paying, I say 25% attention to things that they're observing, because they are worried about how they are acclimating and how they seem. So to put other people at ease is a huge, wonderful way for you to feel connected immediately. And I know I definitely have that gift, because I can tell when I'm out there who feels like they're standing out or they feel discomfort. And to, humor is a good way to make people feel comfortable. And you're going to really step into your power in this and ingratiate yourself into these wonderful kindred groups, because you're recognizing everybody wants the same thing, right? You're doing the inner healing work for yourself. And self-approval is important, right? It's like, once we realize that it's a pretty fair assumption that most people want to feel loved and accepted. And typically we want approval by others, but it's not realistic to think that everybody will accept and approve of us. And that's all right. Not everyone has to approve us, right? But we should not base our self-worth and moods on other people. Whether it's just you don't get that smile that you want from a boss or a coworker, like who cares? Who knows what's going on in their brain? Most of the times people are paying bills in their brain. They are whatever. they are just off and running. So self-approval is the energy that I put out is loving and calm, and will affect others in a very positive way. Therefore, that will come back to me, that beautiful kind of karmic energy. And that's all we need. And that's this beautiful King of Cups. Oh, how do I allow for a peaceful mindset and to know that I'm doing all right, listening to your heart and your intuition, slowing everything down, assessing situations, knowing we have great, shiny, fun days, and some days are just mellow, and we can take it easy. We don't have to be supercharged all the time. But this full moon is really going to allow us to break so many uncomfortable molds that we no longer belong in, and step out into this area of freshness and discovery, which is important and what we all need, right? So I love that energy. Hooray. And if you guys want to get on board and take advantage of that fun full moon spread, just come over to IG, which is Sparkwrist11. Super excited. I love doing these, and I want to thank, I have so many regulars that are always like, hey, are you doing a full moon or new moon spread? And it is exciting, because it's exciting to see what's coming for us, right? We want to get curious about our life. We want to look forward to things, and we want to know, the best is yet to come, and it truly is. So love and light.